How'd you get in here? You're committed to this whole working under me thing, huh? Going so far as to follow me around like a little lost duckling, breaking into my house, sitting on my couch, fruitlessly flipping through my heavily redacted data sheets, eating my snacks. You're not cute enough to be a duckling. You're more like whatever. I'll come up with something later. If you're so bored, you can just go home. You know, that place you sleep that isn't here? Unless, don't tell me you've started sleeping on my doorstep or something. Because there's commitment to the bit, and then there's just creepy. Fine. If you're really that eager to get in on the action, then you can sit in and maybe assist in some of my work. I've got a new subject in today, and he's a lively one, so the extra help could come in handy. Before you celebrate, you do what I say, and only what I say, while you're in the procedure room. Got it? We're not having a repeat of last time. Good. Glad we've come to understand each other. Keep your hands to yourself until I give you permission to touch anything. You'll be taking the place of my next test subject if you mess up any of my work. Great. Follow me. Oh, would you look at that? He's awake. He took a little nap while I was getting him ready, but looks like he's ready to go now. Alright, let's see. He's an unattuned male, presumably in his late 20s, from the greater North Shaleside area. Moderate athletic build, not that that helped him in this case, still got caught. Speaking of, he was found in a Denny's parking lot at 3 a.m. Late night cravings will come back to get you, am I right? Oh, you take notes on that computer over there. I don't care if you want to do something more exciting. I'm the boss here. You need to earn the fun stuff. If you behave, then I'll let you have a turn poking and prodding the subject. Alright? Good little duckling. That really doesn't fit. Oh, well, hello there. That was so rude of us, We were talking about you like you weren't even here. Would you like me to ungag you so you can join the conversation? Would you like that? I'll take that as a yes. Here we go. Please, let me go. I just want to go home. Please, I don't want to die. I'll do whatever you want. Take my wallet, whatever. Just. Well, that's disappointing. You all need to come up with some better material. It's always, please let me go. I have a family. Please don't hurt me. I don't like pain. I miss subject 328. They were original, creative. They were gagged just about the whole time, but at least they made things interesting. I could really feel how much they wanted me dead, you know? Refreshing when all I usually get are whiny little lab mice like you. I mean, where's the emotion? The drama? Let me feel what you're feeling. You really gotta sell it to the audience. Make it believable. You'll never make it as a star if you don't stand out, right? Yeah, of course I'm right. You, sir, may not be the best performer, but at least you've got the sense to listen when someone's giving you free advice. You might just make it in this industry if you keep that up. No, you do not need to be writing all this down. Me and my new friend here. What's your name again? I'm gonna call you Kevin. You look like a Kevin. Thanks, Kevin. You really shouldn't cry while you're gagged, Kevin. You'll suffocate yourself. Me and my new friend Kevin are just having a little chit-chat before getting down to business. Gotta build up to the crescendo. Gotta warm things up first before really getting into it. You can't rush these things. I don't know. Are we still talking about the experiment? Alright, let's move on. Since someone is eager to get their hands dirty, or down and dirty, whichever, I don't judge. Okay, Kevin, you're going to cooperate, right? Good. That'll make this all so much easier. Glad we can count on you, Kevin. You're really taking one for the team. Sidekick, pay attention now because I don't like to repeat myself. First, we attach the nodes to the temples. Then behind each ear, exactly 2 centimeters above the lowest point of the mastoid bone. Then we attach one on the forehead, dead center between the eyebrows. There. And lastly, 2 on the chest, just below the clavicles, centered on the left and right pectoralis major muscles. Do you work out, Kevin? You look like you work out. You should be proud of your hard work. It's making my job much easier. Very prominent pectoralis majors. With the nodes firmly in place, we move on to the fun stuff. The IV line has already been inserted, so no need to do it again. I mean, unless you want to. I guess that's a no. Too bad. I'd say I'm pretty good at it. Always nice to show off. Oh well, there's always next time. Anyway, we'll inject this little concoction into the IV line, and it should take effect within 30 seconds or so. It's a new formula, so you get to be the first to try it out. Exciting. Hey, sidekick. Bring me those extra restraints on the shelf to your left. Kevin's throwing a little tantrum, so he's got to be made a bit more comfortable so he can settle down. Don't want you hurting yourself. No, we don't. No, we don't. You got a good technique. It's efficient, yet effective. They always try to talk with their mouths full. Why do I always find subjects with bad manners? Is it just society? Do people not have manners anymore? Did they ever? Alright, let's get back to business. So, Kevin, you should start to feel a little tingly, maybe a little sleepy, a little cold, but that's completely normal. But if you start to taste metal, let me know, alright? Because that means something's going horribly wrong. Oh, right. Oh well, whatever. Let's see. Where'd that thing go? It's gotta be somewhere. You know what? Whatever. I can just make a new one. Really? That's what makes you freak out the most. A little recasting. Really? Wow. Talk about a lack of fun and whimsy in your life. Hey, sidekick, come over here. What do you mean, why? Because I said to. Really? Really? Please. decided I want to go into the cross points too this time, so I need your help. When it's just me, I can do it just fine without assistance, but with good old Kevin here going in too, there are just too many variables that could go wrong. I don't want to come back missing a limb or something, or with an extra one. I kind of like having all of them where they are, at the moment. Of course it's a good idea. I've done this plenty of times. Why do you think those Institute fucks kicked me out? Yeah, sure, the oblivious human subjects were a part of it, but who do you think was supplying them for me? There were people in that place that knew what I was doing and were totally fine with it if it meant producing results. For the greater good and all that crap. It wasn't until I myself went in for the first time that they got scared. I mean, they could pin the use of the human test subjects entirely on me, plausible deniability and all that. But if it got out that their child prodigy got himself killed under their watch, their reputation would never recover. So yeah, long story short, this isn't new to me. Been in so many times it started to feel like home. Feels more comfortable there. I like how wide, dark, ever-changing and shifting it is there. Fluid. Could do without the void entity nests, but that's just life, you know? No matter where you move to, there are always going to be things that annoy you. Some places have higher taxes, others have living voids that flicker in and out of existence, twitching and writhing around like worms on a hook, but more deadly and angry. Hungry. You don't need to look so grossed out. They're fascinating, really. Just don't let them latch onto you and you're fine. Also, don't listen to what they say. So not to worry, my dear sidekick. There's so much power flowing through the air, through me, thanks to that little rip in Delvon's fault, that it should be easier than ever. It wasn't as big of a tear as I'd like, not as exciting as it could have been. If I were to have done it, I'd have made sure it was a full-blown rupture, but what can you do? So, you gonna help me? Or is your title of assistant just for show? I need you to take care of Kevin here. I'll be focused on myself, so you'll be in charge of flipping the switch. Both literally and figuratively. The green switch to your right. When I give the all clear, you just flip that switch, start that timer next to it, and wait for me and Kevin to disappear. Stop the timer, reset it, and wait for me, probably not Kevin if we're being honest, to return. Then you stop the timer again. The timer will automatically log the times it was stopped at, so it can be added to the notes after the fun is done. Got all that? Good. Now, write this down. Subject 413, informally referred to as Kevin, is currently strapped into the gurney with 6 reinforced restraint straps and 3 steel chains. He has gradually been injected with 6 milliliters of the corpus deum formulation intravenously, as per his height and weight measurements. Subject 413's location is 13.5 feet from the west wall, 10 feet from the east wall, 16.8 feet from the north wall, and 11 feet from the south wall. He is currently elevated 3.5 feet from the ground, lying supine on a medical gurney. This location is labeled Entry Zone. Normally, I'd have already done all this documentation stuff before he even woke up, but time just got away from me. Anyway, I researcher Anderson will be a participant as well, and am standing dead center in the procedure room. I will now perform my own personal procedure as documented in file XJ25. That file's been redacted too, by the way. I'm the only one that can access all the information, so don't even think about snooping while I'm gone. That's it. Been a while. Missed this feeling. Alright, sidekick. Prepare to flip the switch on my mark. Wait for it. Now. It was great to be back. Miss those guys, those little rascals. I'm gonna make the big one teach me how he does that next time I see him. What, you surprised to see me in one piece? I told you I could do it. This is as easy as breathing to me now. So, how's our subject? Oh. Look at that, he died. Alright, note this down, sidekick. Subject 413, henceforth referred to as 413X, has expired due to cross-point incompatibility. Autopsy will be performed within the hour to prevent decomposition of tissues, and a post-mortem report will be logged. Alright, well, that was fun. Did you have fun? I had fun. Hey, slow down, sidekick. You've got a lot of work to do before you're ready to join me in the crosspoints. If you're ever ready, that is. I mean, unless you're that eager to end up like Kevin. That's what I thought. Oh, a squirrel. You're like a squirrel.